shop with the boss in the box. Fucking shop with the boss in the box. Fucking shop with the boss in the box.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to episode 109 of Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box. What's up, Lunchbox? Bro, I didn't mute you this time. We did this in pre-production.
Nope, this was me, so people wouldn't hear my mutterings while the please wait screen was now up. What I was asking was, why did you sound like you had a barbed wire bat to your throat? Like you were just deep throating that bitch.
Well, you know, sometimes we gotta try new things in order to get over new audiences.
I guess that's the case. Like, that wouldn't be my first reaction, is to like try and sound like a troll under the bridge. But you know, I already look like one, so you know, why do I want to sound like one?
You don't.
The voice is all.
You don't look like a troll, bro. You look like a pit bull that got hit too many times.
Hey, I'm just saying the voice is all I got, and I'm aware of it, so, you know.
Well, I'm still trying to find my voice 109 episodes later.
You know, I started listening to a lot of our classics, you know, with the syndication on Gun Music Radio, Independent Underground Radio from Oregon, and Radio King and all that, and I started listening to classic episodes, and I've realized our voices have really metamorphosized. Mine more than yours, but our voices have really taken on a much better casting version. Like, we've definitely become much better hosts.
Oh, absolutely. Like, so the one thing I've noticed, like, and people have come up to me a few times, they're like, hey man, so I've listened to your episode and you sound like a game show host. I'm like, that's kind of what I'm going for, man. Like, all right, everybody, welcome to Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box. Are you ready for this episode?
That wasn't a game show host. That sounded like the dude at the horse track.
Well, a host nonetheless. What can I say? But
just remember, the host with the most.
The host with the most.
And I could boast the best roast too while I'm at it.
You are. What's up, Robert Calhoun from Worm Flesh, from Arachnid Cabinets, from the coolest fucking place in the world. Actually, I don't know if it's the coolest place in the world, but he's pretty damn cool. What's up, Robert Calhoun?
Yeah, Rob, thanks again for doing the episode, man. We had a blast with you. We hope you have some fun tonight. So, getting down to business, brass tacks, and bullshit, I am one half of your heavyweight, handsome, humble co-host duo, The Lunchbox. That is one word, capital L, capital B. Thank you very much. And joined, as always, by my captivating cousin cohort, consistently cramming all the kooky crap down your crotch.
What?
Brandon Boss Blackman.
Oh, dude. So, okay, speaking of Robert Calhoun, and thank you for that wonderful introduction, he has a podcast coming up pretty soon. I don't have the name of it in front of me, so if he wants to go ahead and drop it in the chat, I would love to say it. But I will actually be on that podcast on... What's the date? May 7th.
Wait, what the fuck? He called you and not me? Oh, Rob. Rob. We're going to have to talk in the green room, dude. This ain't cool. Yeah, we're a package deal. Well, he, you know what? He's interviewing actual musicians and not people who just stand there and hit things. So, I figured I was the more logical choice. Okay, before you go that route, I'll drum circles around your punk ass. I'll sing circles around your punk ass.
Okay. And what? Okay, Nick Cannon, pull it back a little bit. All right, Drumline, it's okay.
Listen here. Just because I do the small setup percussion sit, don't forget who your favorite drummer is, bitch. Besides Nicholas Souza from Hatred, of course.
Joey Jordison?
No,
me. Dave Lombardo?
No, Dave Ussery.
That guy?
Like, I use my own given name on this shit. Oh, real musicians. What the fuck?
Hey,
just because you kind of play a guitar and you pluck a bass, okay?
Pluck it.
You're a real musician now?
Pluck a bass. So you know what? I got some things in the works with some bass here. you might be interested in. So, but I can't say anything yet.
Oh, I'm interested.
Oh.
I'm interested. But either way, we're not here to talk about that, nor are we here to talk about Rob Calhoun's podcast that will be exponentially better than May 7th when Brandon's on there when he invites your boy. We are here to talk about two things.
Two things and two things only.
International snacks.
Yeah.
And what everybody's fucking talking about, Mortal Kombat.
And let me just say this about Mortal Kombat. So, if you have not seen Mortal Kombat, here's the spoiler: it's Mortal Kombat. There's gonna be fighting. There's gonna be kung fu. There's gonna be magic. There's gonna be things that look like mutant powers. There's gonna be monsters. And also, here's spoiler alert. There's more fighting, and there's characters from the Mortal Kombat video game, and they talk about a tournament. There's your spoiler, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen Mortal Kombat, I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, I figured you were going to bring up, like, specific points. Are we going to do that throughout the course of things?
Yeah. No, I mean, what I mean is, it's been 72 hours. The spoiler period is gone. The movie came out 72 hours ago. We are free to talk about it.
See, I feel like 1 week is fair, but we gave warning.
We did give warning. Oh, yes.
You know, we gave warning that we were going to do that. So, I mean, if you're not down with spoilers of Mortal Kombat, hey, sorry. You could stick around, you could not. I mean, it's not fucking a film, all right? It is a cheesy, gory action video game movie. It is the gore fest we all waited for 25 years since the first couple crappy versions came out. I dug those movies. Let's not bullshit. Like, I had a lot of fun with them. They were great when I was a kid. But of course, the immediate complaint was, why did nobody's head get ripped off? Why nobody's heart get ripped out? Why did nobody get cut in half by something? Like, that was the main complaint about the first couple, and this one addressed those things.
Yes,
now, that being said, since that time, so many games, comic books, cartoons, and all sorts of other lore have come to light about Mortal Kombat, and that is the one complaint. I have two valid complaints, and we'll get to those. The first one I'll drop right now, and that is that they didn't acknowledge a lot of the lore. But if they're planning on making it into a franchise, that's coming. You know, so sit tight. Don't get too pissed off.
Okay, so before we get into it, do we want to jump into our very first snack? Because we got a lot of snacks to check out.
10, to be precise.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The first snack out of those voted on by you, our adoring public that I've selected, are the Honey Twist snacks. The other way, Dave. Stupid reverse camera. These are by Nongshim, who, if you eat the ramen or the the chow mains that they do, Nongshim's pretty reputable country. So I figured these would be a good way to start off, not too crazy.
I mean, they look like crinkle cut fries.
They look like those spiral Fritos. Man, this bag's a bitch.
Oh, I got it. Oh. They smell like potato chips.
They smell a little bit like potato chips with like a sweetness to them.
Yeah,
What's up, Ribby? How you doing?
It kind of seems like a crinkled churro.
Yeah, they've got a spiral cut.
Yeah.
Long like that.
So, okay, let's try this here. So, we got... Ooh. I like this.
Yeah.
So, as it says, it's a honey twist snack, so it's very apparent there's honey in this.
Just a light glaze, too. Like, once you bite into it, there's the quick honey taste. And as you chew it, it turns into almost like a corn chip.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have another one because I will actually eat. I will actually hunt these down and find these and eat these. I like this.
Yeah, actually, like this is pretty delicious. Like, it's not too sweet. Like, it's not overwhelmingly candy-like or like too sugary.
And this might be the most what's the word for it? English laden product that we're gonna bring out today because the entire package is in English. So, yeah, okay. Let's just take.
Yeah, so this may be the most Americanized. I mean, there are a couple other things that look like they're a little more Euro.
So,
Yeah, dude, like I said, I'm eating a couple. Like, these are good.
I like them, and it's gonna pair well with my my Jameson and 7. So,
I'm going to shock the audience right now. Your old buddy LB's drinking water tonight. And I know, like, I've been drinking beer on this podcast since long before Brandon. Brandon used to drink, like, sleepy time tea or hot tea to take care of his voice when we first started doing this in audio format. And I was just like, you son of a bitch. Like, you just want me to get drunk towards the end of episodes. And it was apparent that only one of us was drunk back in the day. But good to see you too, Little Bear, Nate Firth.
and what's
But
and
yeah,
what's up, Mike Vanek? I forgot to say that earlier. There's nothing wrong with the Giants. At least they can win.
ouch. All right. That one was not voted on.
So as you're
All right, you want?
I was gonna say, as you're pulling out the next one, so the Mortal Kombat, dude. So as you kind of said, so we had the key characters of the film. Liu Kang made an appearance, Sonya Blade, Jax, Kung Lao, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kano, which, in my opinion, was the carrier of the film.
Kano was far and away my favorite character in the film. Like, he was everything that they tried to make the original Kano. Like, witty, funny, still evil. But, like, yeah, that Kano was probably far and away the best character in the film from every standpoint. Good story, hilarious.
So, fun fact, and I don't know if you've known this. This is some movie trivia, but the two actors who have played Kano in the Mortal Kombat like YouTube series and the Mortal Kombat film have passed away.
No shit, the new one's already dead?
No, not the new one. The one from the original 1995 film and the one from the mini series that they had.
Okay.
So both of them have passed away. So the Kano character almost seems cursed. So anybody, if anybody knows the actor playing Kano right now,
keep him safe.
Guard that man. He's a national treasure.
Right. Like, until he bombs something, then, fuck it, let him go. Like, if he sucks. But, no, his character was really good. Liu Kang, it was funny because when they first show you Liu Kang, you're like, this scrawny bitch is Liu Kang. This skinny little sucked up, high cheekbone, like looking like he ain't had a meal in 6 weeks is Liu Kang. And then they go to the scene in the arena where he's shirtless and he's all fucking buff and shit. And just like the most shredded guy in the movie. And you're like, okay, I got it. He's Liu Kang. Like, I won't fuck with him.
Did you think that Shang Tsung actually kind of looked like the old Shang Tsung, but with like a facelift?
Yeah, a little bit. The black eyes were kind of cool, and I did not like the constant effects on his voice.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
It was crappy. Like it made it seem bad. I don't know if Shang Tsung will bring Kano back, but I think Shang Tsung may turn into Kano because we haven't got to see that real side of Shang Tsung where he can turn into anybody.
Oh shit, you're right. And speaking of which, I know we're kind of just jumping around, but that's what we're gonna do, man. So, did you see the petition out there that Mike the Miz from WWE is petitioning to be Johnny Cage in the sequel?
Sign me the fuck up.
I'm all about it, man.
All right, I picked our next snack.
What is that?
This is the raspberry candy.
Oh, okay. So the red. Okay, got it.
Yeah, this is literally it says raspberry candy on it. I'm guessing that's what it says in the Asian characters. I do apologize. That looks more like Korean of the two.
Yeah, I don't see anything that says otherwise. So, okay. Raspberry candy. Here we roll. So it's a hard candy.
Yep. So I guess this is the sort of thing Japanese or Korean grandmothers hand out. All right, just the standard lozenge-looking hard candy.
Oh, it's definitely hard. That's what she said.
No, she didn't. Don't lie. She said you need some Blue Chew.
We're not sponsored yet. Don't do it.
Maybe we should do the commercial first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hello, Amanda. What's going on?
Yeah. Robert Calhoun says lunchbox for Johnny Cage. Nope. I want Baraka.
I can see Baraka.
I'll say if we're casting, I want to be Baraka. I mean, I'm already bald. So I think you've got more of a head shape of Baraka, though.
I want to be Striker.
Dude, I saw people complaining about the lack of Striker. Striker fucking sucks. Like, what the fuck is all that? Oh, Striker, I wish Striker was there. I did not expect them to bust out Cabal.
Dude, Cabal was sick.
Cabal was probably second to Kano in that movie.
I mean, I love this costume, dude. Like, they got him fucking video game accurate in the movie.
Yeah, dead on. By the way, what's up, Amanda Lopez? Good evening. So these candies, they literally are the raspberry candies like your grandma had on the table.
They're very sweet, and the taste lasts a long time.
Did you just crunch right through it?
I still got mine. Nightwolf? No Nightwolf yet.
Nightwolf, but they did show pictures of him.
Oh, yes, they did, yeah.
Yeah, he was on Sonya Blade's little mirror where they were tracking people with the Arcana, which I did enjoy that they used the Arcana lore. Like, you have a birthmark, and then if you kill somebody with it, you get their birthmark, and then you all of a sudden develop the Arcana with a magic power.
So, Robert says, I call recast. Oh, for you, for Sonya Blade. Okay.
No offense, Rob. I'm sorry I'm going to break your heart. Maybe it's because I'm mad that you called Brandon for the podcast and not me. But I think Curtis would be a better Sonya Blade than you. Your bass player.
He's got the hair.
Yeah. I mean, I know they could get you a wig and all that good shit, but I prefer that natural look. Like, for me, like, you know, if you're going to act out a part, you got to do things. So, I mean, Rob, if you want to get the boobs, grow the hair, dye it blonde, get the contacts, and, you know, I'm with that. I mean, you got to be dedicated like Jared Leto and be willing to lose 60 pounds when you can't even afford to lose 20 for a part. All right? I won't, you know, you got to be willing to do the heroin addict look.
Mr. Christopher Hex over there is all about White Wolf. I know. You like White Wolf. I get it.
Well, he meant Night Wolf, but then he said White Wolf, who's a great band.
That's what he's talking about. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room with the Mortal Kombat movie. We have an original character. What's his name? Something Cole? Cole something? I forget.
I just Cole. Like, they kept referring to him as just Cole. Like they said it early, and then it was just Cole from there on out.
Like, would you have preferred that they just introduced Johnny Cage immediately, or, is Cole Young? Thank you, Robert. Is Cole Young, his inclusion into the film? Did you feel like it was a necessary thing? Do you think it brought something to the film?
It gave a different story to kind of. I feel like Cole Young was kind of something for people who didn't know anything about Mortal Kombat. Like basically a new hook. Somebody, I mean, they got, a handsome buff cat, gave him a cool story, gave him a sweet little family. Dude's a better actor than I expected. I mean,
yeah, I'll give him that.
he wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination, but he was better than like, say, The Rock in Doom or the Scorpion King. and my point in using The Rock is look where The Rock is now.
Yeah.
I mean, so that being said, like, I do think it turned a lot of original people off real fucking fast.
Yeah, they're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Well, I mean, when you break it down, how are you going to explain what's going on to people who should already kind of know what's going on, especially when you're bringing in Arcana and all the magical lore that goes behind the choosing and all that, as opposed to just, oh, by the way, you've been chosen. In the original movies, like, Shang Tsung just, like, sent people letters. Or shit, some people died and went to Outworld. Or, like, Scorpion died and went to hell. Like, there's so many weird things that I guess it was a different way to introduce everybody and kind of put them together versus, like the video game, which they did use some of that where, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are enemies. Sonya Blade and Kano. Things like Sonya Blade and Jax are old military buddies, things like that. That's cool, but I guess Cole was a good means to kind of just give you a reason to get it, somebody to tell it to who it's not just the audience.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, as I'm asking this question, choose another snack.
Okay.
So, my question to you is, out of the casting of the characters that we had in this movie, who do you think was the weakest cast member? Somebody who probably didn't fit the mold as well as you think they would have. So,
all right, let me dwell on that. I'm going with the seaweed.
Oh man,
it's time to get weird, Brandon.
Oh man, seaweed's fucking gross, dude.
So this is roasted and seasoned laver. I don't know how you pronounce that. My Spanish ain't that good.
What they're trying to say is roasted and seasoned lover. That you're just describing me, baby.
You're the roasted Yeah, well, I mean, you did get that sunburn doing the video shoot yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. So, seaweed.
Tiny little thin strips of seaweed, kind of just like they wrap your sushi with. I mean, if you've ever had like Asian snacks or sushi, you've eaten seaweed. Some people are into it, some people aren't. Hey, what's up, Miss Rose? My mother-in-law's here.
Hello, mother-in-law.
My face is not gross, Mike Vanek, nor is Brandon's. We are two handsome men doing a handsome man podcast.
Right. And we're eating seaweed, apparently. Okay, you ready for this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
All right.
Oh, God. This is not good.
It tastes like eating sushi.
No.
Yes. Like, it is literally like the majority of the taste of sushi.
Oh.
What sushi do you eat? Do you go get white boy rolls and shit?
No, dude. I love sushi, but just eating the shit on its own is, I can't. It's the texture. It's the...
No, you... Yeah. The texture is a little difficult because when you bite into it, it's dehydrated and roasted and salted. So it's got a nice saltiness, but the, yeah.
Oh, God, gross.
Gotta
finish my piece. Ugh. No, I'm not going anymore on that one.
Oh, please tell me that got the whole snapshot, not just me. Okay, it got it all. Cool. The look on your face is fucking great.
That was not fun. It was just.
I'm enjoying mine, man. Like, this isn't something I would eat all the time, but like especially if I made some nice sticky rice, had a little soy or wasabi, I'd like scoop my rice out and eat it with it like a tortilla.
Yeah. Chris Hex, he's saying, "Why are you echoed?" We haven't heard any other complaints. Is there an echo?
So that might be new, or it might me taking the screenshot might have did it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a pop. He's not echoed. Okay, you're right. Thank you, Robert. Okay, so seaweed. No. Oh God, fuck.
I almost want you to eat another piece just so I can get that look on your face again.
I still have the look on my face.
So, in that vein, I got caught up in laughing at you.
Oh God!
You look so upset about this, dude.
Even the fucking Jameson and 7 is just not helping. God.
This is the type of shit I was hoping for. Oh my God. Okay. So I never answered your question. Who did you think? Like that wasn't something I really thought about. I really tried to just sit down and be happy that Mortal Kombat finally existed.
Agreed. I didn't like Jax. I didn't like the guy who played Jax. I didn't think it fit. I mean, he.
What about him?
I thought he was too small.
I might be with you on that. I'm having some more of these honey twists, dude. These are fucking delicious.
You know what? I'm with you on that one because I need to get that taste out of my mouth. I need a palate cleanse.
Dude, you've got the Forrest Whitaker eye going on. Oh, by the way, Mike Vanek is calling you a poser. I'm not sure if that's at Rivy for me echoing or if that's at you for being a wussy on the seaweed. Not sure.
That's what it's all about, man. We try snacks that are good or not. So here we go.
Dude, I wish some of the ones that I ate last night on my little preview episode would have got voted on because, man, some of them looked really good. And I think that's what people were trying to do is stray away and try and give us some of the weird, try and mix the bag a little bit. And they were so bad. Like the custard cake, pull out your custard cake, show it real quick. Pull that out.
Yeah, I got it.
Jen and I had that last night on our little pre-show. And my God, dude, it was mildly fishy. It was very crumbly.
Fishy?
Like, yeah, like the aftertaste tasted like it was preserved in like fish oil.
Whoa.
It was weird. It was hella weird. Like, I mean, if you're willing to try it and take a bite of it, or I don't know if you want to save that for Heather later. I was going to say, I think I'm with you on the Jax guy was too small. I'm also with Mike Vanek. Raiden was really fucking good. Like, I thought he owned it, and it was funny. Jen asked me why Raiden was a total white guy in the original movie.
I love Christopher Lambert, though.
I was going to say, I was like, because he's Christopher Lambert. That's what I got. Like, he's from Highlander.
I am immortal. There can only be one. Yeah, so Raiden was a badass. Completely agree there.
I'm still undecided on how I felt about Shang Tsung. Like, all that vocal effect just really fucked him up for me. It really did. And then he had the black eyes, and anytime somebody's the supreme evil being, black their eyes out. Like, make them do the eyes turn black thing. That clearly identifies them as the supremely evil being.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think I like the casting of Shang Tsung. I just thought he looked a little. Well, he spent a little too much time beautifying himself.
I didn't like the ponytail. Like
he had a top knot.
Yeah, I didn't like the top knot. What's the dude with the sledgehammer's name? Prince what?
Oh, Colonel something.
They could have done without him. He was fucking useless.
He was useless. They just needed somebody for Jax to beat up.
I just think I would have rather seen like Baraka or shit Nightwolf, even though Nightwolf's supposed to be on the Earthrealm side, or Shiva would have been cool. Fucking Motaro, like
Okay, you know, you're saying all these four-armed people. What did you think of Goro or Prince Goro?
Prince Goro was awesome. Like everything about Prince Goro was great. From the fact that now don't get me wrong, he looked as shitty as he did in the first one,
But
and I think I loved it for that fact.
yeah, and the first one they used practical effects on him, which is still pretty miraculous. So I think this Goro was like full CG, I believe.
And he looked just like they used the same like claymation Goro.
Yeah. So, but I keep seeing people everywhere referring to Cole as a what was his name? Takasha?
Takeda.
And I see it.
I like, real quick before you go too deep into that, I like that Rob says he thinks every character who's Asian should have been white and every character who's white should have been Asian. So like they should have got the guy who played Kano to be Liu Kang and Kung Lao to be Kano. I liked Kung Lao a lot. Like I thought it really embodied Kung Lao, like the disciplined warrior who's still a little bit of an asshole, like a little arrogant.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed the bullying scene where they're just talking shit to Kano and they're just like, come on, man, you're a pussy. Like you're fat, you're out of shape, you can't fight, you know, and you know, it activated his arcana. Like it was good.
I got a fucking laser.
And yeah, he did die too early, but I have a feeling he's gonna be back.
Too fast. I don't know about too early because it was towards the end of the movie. But yeah, to only send Goro out to take out Cole and then have him die at Cole's hand, which the Goro death scene was up there with one of the better of the movie.
Yeah, just slicing him open.
Slice and dice, baby. Like his intestines, his arm gets cut off, his intestine, he gets gutted. Like, Brandon, I'm gonna go ahead and sidestep. You pick a snack, sir.
I don't remember which one's one, so let's.
We got the spicy, the sweet potato, the butter coconut, the Whiteheim.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll try the Whiteheim.
Okay.
This is probably gonna be good. This is a Whiteheim white hazelnut thing.
Probably like a cookie or a wafer.
Yeah, it kind of has that feeling to it. Let's open this up here and.
The Coq d'Ass from last night were like a Belgium wafer, and they were fucking delicious.
Okay, yeah, definitely a wafer.
Okay.
It kind of looks like a Kit Kat with no chocolate.
Dude, I almost went with like, let's buy the box of all the crazy Japanese Kit Kats.
Oh, wait, they have that?
Yes, Japan has all the fun Kit Kats.
Ooh.
Like Brandon said, kind of wafer. It looks kind of like a biscotti.
And you know what? It tastes just like a biscotti.
Ooh.
It's real good.
A nice light, like phyllo dough style, like crispy cracker with a white cream hazelnut filling.
Yeah, not bad at all. I would eat this. I mean, I'm eating it right now, but
yeah.
I would eat it on the regular. So who lives and who dies in the movie? Watch the fucking movie, Chris.
Well, I mean, we did say we were going to give a bunch of spoilers, but I get your point. Like, we don't have time to list everybody who dies and everybody who lives. Sub-Zero and Scorpion have one of the best stories. I am with you, Rob. I understand that frustration on not enough Scorpion, but that's to set up the movies down the franchise. Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought he was still awake. I thought he was crying over there.
Oh, do we have are we gonna get the Jen to join us?
You gonna try and eat some stuff with me?
Alright, I'll eat some shit.
All right.
Over there.
Yeah.
Let's make some room in the bar here to bring her in. Let's see. Let me scoot me over a little bit. Let's open up the window. Oh, you're on that side. Okay. Let's bring you in here. Let's open it up. There we go.
Got to make it difficult on you.
Let's open this pit up.
Here, this is what we're eating right now.
Oh, the Whiteheim. They look like pirouettes. Is that basically?
Yeah.
They felt like it at least.
They look like a double pirouette.
Oh, like it's the Kit Kat of the pirouette world.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
great description. Kit Kat of the pirouette world.
They're white chocolate?
White hazelnut.
Yeah, it's delicious, I think.
Do you want to just catch up and try all the snacks?
How many things have you eaten?
This is number 4.
Oh, this is good. Were any of them really bad so far?
Brandon had a phenomenal reaction to the seaweed.
Ugh.
Like, he was not having it.
So eating seaweed kind of reminds me of eating like kale chips. Has anybody had kale chips? Because those things are fucking disgusting.
I like kale chips, actually.
Ugh.
I-
I don't mind kale in a salad, but like you try to add certain ingredients and spices to it and put it in chip form, that's not for me, dog. That's a no for me. What's that face? Oh wait. Oh, you guys froze for a minute.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird
My
shot.
my screen blacked out, I think, because I hadn't touched the cursor in a while for some reason. Which is kind of...
I was looking at you and I was like, "Are you guys mean mugging me right now?" And it just,
All right. Wait.
especially Jen, because she had this look on her face, like I said something really offending, and you're just like,
As you know, sometimes my wife just looks at you that way. Okay, she's eating the seaweed.
This is a lot thinner than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
They're fishy.
Yeah.
I don't love this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I feel like I've eaten sushi, but without the good parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take another bite of it, though, real quick.
Do I have to?
No.
You take another bite of it, motherfucker.
Okay. I didn't mind it. Like, did you put it back? Oh, you threw it on the table.
I threw it on the ground. I like kale chips. These are not kale chips, boy. I have high hopes.
Okay. And then we've got the honey twists. I mean, you can have the other raspberry hard candy if you want, but you don't like hard candy.
No. These look like the fries, the little, not crinkle cut? Is that the word?
Yeah, that was exactly how Brandon described them.
Those are good.
Hard. All I can taste is freaking seaweed now.
These will help wash that out your palate.
Yeah, I had to take several drinks of my alcohol and the honey chips to get it out.
Drink the pear juice.
Yeah, you should have popped your pear juice for that.
I got plenty over here, but later.
Okay. Okay, so we just did a desserty thing.
So you want to bring out the spicy thing?
I guess.
So
Wait, no, I want to save that for second to last.
second to last. All right.
Yeah, because I think the thing I'm saving for last will have a nice cooling effect on that.
Okay, so as we're doing that, so Jen, what did you think of Mortal Kombat?
I liked it. I know very little about anything about it. Stop. But I recently, well, within the last like 5 years or so, watched the first one and then the second one. And I was into it. I was like, okay, this is good. But I don't understand the backstory. Like, there's a lot of characters I don't really know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. There was a lot of kung fu type of things and lots of people dying, and that was fun.
Yeah. Somebody actually told me, I can't remember who said it on my my statuses and comments. Somebody said that Mortal Kombat Annihilation was way better than this movie.
What the fuck are they smoking?
I don't-
Like, they should be arrested.
And for once, it wasn't Mike Vanek saying stupid shit like that. It was somebody else.
Like, I saw somebody say that somebody tried to defend Annihilation and say it was good. And I'm just like, you know what? I can't even talk to you.
No, Annihilation wasn't good on any level. Like, even as a diehard fan, you just hung your head in shame and was like, we don't talk about Annihilation.
Well, I mean, that's like, you know how when you go into like group discussion groups and shit, and like, you know, you see people posting, and after a while, you're like, you know what, I could friend this guy. Like, I think we could get along or whatever. That person is on the opposite end of the spectrum. They're like, I thought Mortal Kombat Annihilation was great. Okay, I am never, ever going to be your friend on social media because you are just going to piss me off the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all about being open and accepting of new friends and whatnot, but, you know, sometimes you just got to be worried. All right.
Love you, Mike Vanek.
So, the next thing I have decided upon, you know what? Actually, let's try another candy because we have, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the halfway point right here.
All right.
So I am going to go with the Lot Milk Candy.
Oh, this could be good or bad.
Now, this, it's got a fat little cow on the thing. I don't know if y'all can see that.
That's so cute. That's totally Asian Japanese of them.
It's very Hello Kitty.
Yeah, very Hello Kitty.
That was offensive. There's probably something better than Hello Kitty.
Oh, yeah, but it's similar style of art.
I want to live in these. These are good.
Those are hella good, right?
Yeah, I would.
Leave some for
I would
me.
buy more of those.
Why come over?
They might.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's taking pictures of the big pink moon right now.
Oh, it's very doughy right now. It's very doughy. It's like Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, it does look like taffy. You want the other one of these?
No, I do not.
Oh, that smells good.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely got that consistency of taffy. All right, I'm ready.
Oh my god. What the hell? What a weird texture.
You ever had a cow tail?
Me, no.
Not an actual cow tail. They're a candy called a cow tail. They're like a chocolate tube about yay long. And on the inside, they have like a white chocolate.
Okay.
This tastes exactly like the inside of it. Same texture too. Now, it does have a taffy-like texture, but it doesn't... it does stretch a little bit. Not quite taffy-like. But it does have a little bit of a stretch. Oh, maybe...
It does taste good. The initial, like, texture of it was a little weird. So, like, it was very fluffy, but tough. So, like, imagine eating Laffy Taffy, but, like, it had the toughness of it, but it was, like, soft biting into it.
Yeah. Yeah, very, almost like a marshmallow fluff. Like the fluff is kind of the closest thing I'd associate it. Kind of marshmallow fluff, like the Jet Puff stuff that you put in, like, you know, Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Like if you were to eat that raw, that's about the right texture.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite fatality in this movie?
Oh. Probably the one that we all saw in the previews. Would you save some of those for Lenny?
I have a whole bunch left. Get off my back.
The one where Princess whatever, the most disappointing character in the movie.
Oh, the flying whatever she was.
She was only so disappointing because they built her up to be this big, beautiful siren of a badass who was going to at least kill somebody, right? And she swoops down, and Kung Lao throws his hat on the ground and throws her through it, splitting her in twain.
Yeah, man. Table saw and all, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the table saw death.
Dude, that was super cool. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed Scorpion's, flamethrower. You know, him tearing off his face and just doing the classic burning Sub-Zero alive.
The only thing I did not like about that is his face was normal.
Yeah.
Like, he was not a skull.
Yeah.
Like, that was my only gripe with that, but yeah, that was cool.
We're talking about the movie, Chris.
I was a little just... I was a little no, Chris. I think what Rivy was trying to say was which one did we prefer of the two? I didn't play enough Mortal Kombat X, so I'd have to say the movie, but that's not fair. I was disappointed with Liu Kang's dragon fatality.
Really? That it was epic. It was hella big.
I prefer from number 2, because number 1, Liu Kang had the worst fatality. He did that cool flip kick and then he uppercutted you, and it was only sick if you were in the spike bridge level. Right, it was only sick if you got knocked into the spikes. But in the second one, when he turned into a dragon and he bites you in half and eats your top half and you're fucking from your hips down just standing there and then it falls over.
So you
that's the shit, and I would have rather seen that than a blaze of fire.
Okay, so you were expecting a dragon.
Even if they used the fire, I still would have preferred he bit him in half like that versus, kind of biting him in half and catch him on fire.
Okay. Yeah, like the other things I kept seeing in like message boards and like forums and like comments is like some people were actually like really taken aback by like the arcanas. So like Jax, for example, somebody was really pissed off that they're like, motherfucker grew robot arms. It's like, no, man, he got an upgrade. That was his arcana. He had robot arms that were little skinny things, and then he came into his own, developed this thing, and they grew into big arms. Like, what's so hard to understand about that?
Right. At first, it was a functional robot arm.
Yeah.
Like nothing crazy. Not the super strength that we know Jax to have. Not the super alloy that's basically bulletproof and blade proof and all that other cool shit. It's just they found him a way to get him some arms. Sonya engineered him up because she's Sonya Blade.
Yeah. And
then the Arcana took over and turned him into what we know, which led to the head pop was one of my favorites in the movie too, by the way. That Jax fucking boom!
On that useless character. But I love that they gave him super strength, though. I will say that.
He's supposed to have it.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. He's got titanium fucking arms. Of course you got to have super strength.
Well, that was one of the points. He got super titanium arms to have super strength.
I did like the little touch for Kano. I was sitting there thinking, because I didn't see a lot of the previews before this movie came out, so to give him the laser eye as his Arcana was really actually cool and clever, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. I thought that they did a good job of utilizing those as a means to, this is why we have a power. It's not some super secret ninja thing. It's not just crazy like learned abilities, or in the case of Raiden, he's a god.
Yeah.
It was, we were selected to defend Earth. Here's why. Ergo, we have, these superhuman abilities to do so because we're fighting monsters from another dimension who also happen to have superhuman abilities.
Okay, so Chris Hex, or what do you call him?
Rivy.
He says, I'll repeat my last question. Something that bothers me a bit about Mortal Kombat, the movies and games, are killing tournament. Everyone what? The reason
what he's trying to say is everybody dies. So like it's always bothered him that people die throughout it. Like everybody dies, even though in the games, yes, you kill everybody on your way, but that's each game is its own story.
Yeah.
Like to the player exclusive. As far as the movies and the comic books and the stories, people die. Not everybody dies, but people die. And then people survive and make it to the next round where they might die. In the first two, Johnny Cage died in the second one. Sorry if I spoiled Mortal Kombat Annihilation for you. Fuck.
Which I think killed the whole momentum for that movie, is them killing Johnny Cage at the beginning.
You thought, I'm with it. Like, Johnny Cage dying would have been okay, but Johnny Cage dying 10 minutes into the movie is kind of tough. Are you going to hang out and keep eating?
You stopped eating. You started talking.
Well, we're discussing Mortal Kombat and eating. We didn't think we could fill up. Brandon did not have the confidence in the show. Actually, that's not true. Mortal Kombat came out on Friday, so why not talk about it?
Exactly.
All right.
So
Sweet potato shaped crisps.
okay. So as we doing that, I just want to say, as we're talking about Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the shitty casting that went into that. So even though they killed Johnny Cage in the first 10 minutes of the film, they chose like some fat guy to like fill his role. It wasn't even Lyndon Ashby. It was like just some random guy that got off the street to put sunglasses on, and then they killed him on camera.
Maybe that's why. maybe that Johnny Cage is going to be the hero to save it all.
Oh, what the hell?
I'm interested in these.
Okay, these are
like caramel nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are eating nipples live on Talking Shop with the Boss Box. Get on,
These are
Sonny.
sweet potato nipples.
Sweet potato shaped nipples.
Oh shit, I have two. I can't get them apart.
Here, you have a more perfect one to show it off.
I have
Oh,
two nipples stuck together.
Jen has two nipples stuck together.
Can you see little swirls? Or the swirls? It's like a shield.
these are good. I mean,
They're really fucking dry at the end, though.
oh yeah, it's like eating like caramel nuts.
See, I was thinking banana chips.
Yeah, I have a consistency of banana chips.
Yeah.
Okay, way better
dry.
example. Mm.
They're not bad, though.
Mm-mm.
I feel like these could be healthy, potentially. Maybe.
Okay, so they got no vitamin D, a little tiny bit of calcium, a little tiny bit of iron, and no potassium, and 6 grams of protein.
So they got a lot of protein. They've also got sesame seeds on them, too. Some of them,
Oh.
if you dig in a little
Oh,
bit.
that's right.
This is a reverse nipple. It's
Yeah.
inverted.
You better hope those are sesame seeds.
Yeah, they got a little. They got some pimples on the nipples.
Not bad.
Nipples and nuts. This is a party. That's right, Hex.
That's right. Like I said, not bad.
Terrible. Boring.
Yeah, really boring.
Mhm.
Probably the least flavorful thing we've eaten today.
So, speaking of flavorful, how did you feel about Sonya Blade's character? Do you feel they had the right casting for Sonya Blade?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who she is, so if I should, my bad.
Nah.
But you know, like and to quote you, it was fine.
Worse?
No,
No.
because these aren't bad. They're just very plain.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of flavor to them.
Seaweed was.
The seaweed was rough, man.
You know, I know who I will be giving that seaweed to, and his name rhymes with ass. Trash.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Well, it's going in the trash. That's where it's going.
Oh, I thought maybe you had a boy named Trash.
No, but
I don't know, man. See if you could get Paul to eat it at practice or something.
he probably will. Actually, he's all up in that stuff.
Okay. Do you want to do another candy, or do you want to do another like sweet?
Let's do sweet.
Like-
Let's do sweet.
Okay. We got the butter coconut sweet biscuit.
Oh yeah, I think I've had these before. Maybe.
Sounds like a.
Hey there, butter coconut sweet biscuit. I just came up with a new pet name for my wife. Thank you, Japanese snack box. Don't talk to me like that, you butternut coconut sweet biscuit.
Butternut. We're adding new things to it here every time you say it.
Oh, okay. So they're like crackers. They're like those. They're about the shape of those chicken crackers.
Oh, like chicken biscuit?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
No, I thought they were going to be layered. I'm glad there's kind of more of them in there, though. But yeah, they are coated with sugar, though, and you can see that. I don't know if you can see that over there.
I'm licking it.
I'm licking it. They smell really good. Brandon, would you just take a bite out of the motherfucker?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's tasty.
I like it. Mm.
I'm boring.
They're kind of boring, but they have just a hint of a lime, like,
There it is.
smellish. And then, like, the end is like a really thin, crispy macaroon.
Yeah, very good description. I like that. I will take another.
Yeah, what's up, Cameron Ludlow? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely eating another one of these. These are fucking delicious. My dog keeps trying to creep up and get in on our snacks.
Every time you open something, she's like, me?
Here, Stormy, you want to try seaweed?
No. No, it's just not good.
Yeah, she already threw up once.
So, Mike Vanek says this makes me want to try those Kurt Angle chicken snacks. Wait,
There's Kurt Angle's chicken snacks?
is it like Scooby snacks? Kurt Angle Scooby snacks?
I'm just saying, there's a Kurt Angle brand, like snack. Dude, we'll review that on an episode where we're not eating things, like, just to do it. Yeah, those... This has been one of my favorite things we've had so far today.
Agreed.
That's really fucking good.
And there's no nutritional information on this one.
No, there's really no information on it. Oh, I didn't think about that. Since 1979. Okay.
That's an old cracker. Okay,
All right, Blaine.
so
We only got 4 more to go? 3 more to
three
go.
more to go. So, overall, how did you feel about Mortal Kombat?
I loved it. I really did. It was a lot of fun. It was the gore fest I wanted. The story was better than I expected.
And there was
But-
a lot of story in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of story in there. You mean like canon?
Well, I mean, you had the story between Scorpion and Sub-Zero with the two tribes. You had, the whole revenge story with them as well. You had Cole's story. You had Sonya and Jax's story. You had a little intertwining story with Kano. You had the ongoing story of Mortal Kombat in the tournament and how Earthrealm has lost 9 in a row. Like, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. Now, you want to know my one gripe that I said I'd get to later?
Yeah, tell me about that.
There was no fucking tournament. Like, the whole time, all we're hearing about is this tournament. Earthrealm's lost 9 out of 10 tournaments. So, like, if they, Earthrealm. And if they lose this one, like, they're out. So we're going to cheat, and we're going to start picking off their champions one by one.
Yeah.
Like, and they talk about it the whole time, and then there's no tournament. Like,
Well, I hope we get a fucking tournament. I thought the movie was good enough for a sequel. I feel like they did rush the movie quite a bit.
how long was this one?
I think an hour and 50 minutes.
Okay, which I know you have a gripe. You're one of those movies should be 2 hours plus kind of guys.
Only if it counts. So, like, I felt like, Kong and Godzilla should have been a much longer movie for how much they packed into the movie, because the fights, in my opinion, were really, really short. So, this movie I felt was fine. Could they have added another 15 minutes of ongoing story? Sure.
But it would have been story and a little less violence, which is what I think everybody was really looking for with this one.
Oh, and they got it. They got it in spades.
Yeah, I think that the next movies are going to be a lot more story oriented and probably a little longer.
Yeah, that.
But
I
don't think they're.
What's one?
Huh?
Sorry. What's one thing that you think you will see, as we bring up the next snack? What is one thing you will see in the next movie?
I think you're gonna see a lot more Scorpion. I think you're gonna see some more characters. Some more of like Outworld's, villains. Probably either your Shiva or maybe Motaro, but what was the not Goro, but the other one?
Kintaro?
Yeah, Kintaro. Yeah, I think you'll start seeing more Shokans, more monsters, more demons. I did enjoy Melina's look, especially when,
It finally came
she
out.
had the Joker. Yeah, she had the Joker smile thing going, and then that opened up and she unhinged her jaw like a snake. I think you're gonna see more of the ninjas. Your Nayub Sabats, your reptiles,
Smoke.
Smoke. I thought that monster when they sent the reptilians, I thought that was gonna be Smoke.
Oh, it turned out to be Reptile.
It turned out to kind of be both, but yeah, it was more reptile.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see the ninja version of reptile.
I feel like if they come out with a sequel, which they better fucking come out with a sequel, that we have to see Shokan at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Go
on.
And I think Shokan is actually not going to be the quote-unquote bad guy that we all know him as, and he's going to probably be the nemesis of Shang Tsung.
You think basically they're going to be the two, like, princes vying for Outworld type thing?
Yeah.
Like, maybe that dissension in that story is going to be what kind of, like, is the fall of Outworld. Like they crumble from within, even though they've got the upper hand, but the two bad guys have to beat each other up.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's where it's gonna go, and I think we're gonna see more Liu Kang badassness.
Definitely. He's got to avenge Kung Lao. It's supposed to be the opposite way around if you're going with the lore. Liu Kang won the first tournament, died in the interim, and Kung Lao replaced him.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Do that next
the orange hard candy.
Oh, okay. Where is mine? Oh, I can already tell this is gonna be good. Anything orange has got to be good, right?
Okay, so you're a big orange kind of guy?
Yeah, I don't mind orange.
Okay, Jeju orange candy.
Get your full day supply of vitamin C.
Yep, full day supply of vitamin C. Looks like a cough drop, at least in packaging, and it looks like it's the same shape as the raspberry ones were.
Okay, so maybe the same family.
Yeah, similar packaging.
All right. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, standard orange candy. Yep. It's got a lot of real flavor to it, though. Like, kind of like almost the smell. You know how things can taste like the smell of something?
Yeah.
You picking up what I'm laying down on that?
Oh, I smell it.
This tastes like the smell of like a box of fresh oranges. Or like an orange tree.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, I'm with it. So what, if any, gripes did you really have about the movie? I mean, aside from you didn't think Jax was the right guy for the role.
Well, as we kind of already mentioned, like, I thought the movie was fine, but I feel like they left a little too much of the story on the cutting room floor so we could explore it later. Like, the whole movie was basically a teaser for a future franchise.
Yeah. Okay, I can get with that.
So I feel like, the Scorpion Sub-Zero stuff, yeah, they kind of hashed it out towards the end a little bit, but this is not the end. We're going to see Sub-Zero again.
Definitely. Definitely. Even though, I mean, they made him out to be such a badass.
Yeah.
Like at the end when they were plotting who to take on, it was, we can't take him out alone.
Yeah, and they didn't. Fucking Cole and Scorpion had to take him out. But, I feel like, everything was just a big, giant tease. Like, I feel like the Cole storyline, that's sort of done. Like, now he's going to go on to Mortal Kombat, the actual tournament. I don't know what his role is going to be in that, but, like, his initial story is now done.
Well, his initial story, our introduction to him is done. Dude, there's a lot of meat on the bone there.
There is.
I mean, he's still got a family that can be killed. He's I mean, don't get me wrong. I get your point. Like, what I think you're trying to say is you hope Cole, like, they utilize him to introduce everybody to Mortal Kombat, basically as a decent character who they could use to tell the story to instead of just kind of telling it to us throughout acting it. And you kind of hope they move on past that. Now, to answer both your questions, Rivy, how are we sure there's another? Watch the fucking movie, and you'll definitely be sure there's another. Secondly, Reptile, Sub-Zero, Smoke, Scorpion, are they all on the same ninja slides? No. Clearly, you have not played enough Mortal Kombat. Scorpion and Sub-Zero are from opposing ninja clans, and everybody else is just kind of thrown in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Noob Sabot, he's just kind of a loner. Reptile is quite literally a reptile.
Who happens to occasionally turn into more of a human form and put on a ninja suit.
Yeah, so so you're really only worrying about the two factions there.
Right.
So
exactly.
Is the Lin Kuei and something else. That's a name that escapes me right now.
Something, the Ryu something. All right. Is everybody ready for the moment that Brandon's been dreading all episode?
I like spicy stuff, but I can't handle spicy stuff, so here we go.
So this is the So Hot. That is the only thing in English, aside from the Prop 65 warning that consuming this product can expose you to chemicals, including acrylamide, which are known in the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects and other reproductive harm. For more information, go to www.p65warnings.com.gov/food. Now, that look is not inspiring confidence in you on this one, Brandon. Why can't I open a fucking bag tonight?
I mean, the chips look good, but I don't like the smell, man.
Oh, cool, you brought water. No, you're gonna share that with me because you drank the last of mine.
Yeah, I did.
Jerk ass. Out of my way, jerk ass.
Jerk ass.
All right, here.
I don't want to try it if it's too hot. I've eaten a lot of spicy things today, and it's not going to end well tomorrow.
Okay, let's see. So they kind of look like a, I don't know.
Like a rigatoni noodle.
Or like a bugle or something.
They're probably not going to be that hot, right? I mean, just standard hot Cheeto kind of hot, right? They smell gross.
They're sweet.
Oh, what the? Oh.
Try this.
Oh.
If Brandon can stomach it, you can. Yeah.
Well, it's weird. It's so weird. Oh, there it is. Like, you taste, like, it's sweet. And then after like 5 seconds of chewing it, it has this like spiciness that just attacks your tongue. Or like the back of your throat.
Where?
It's not bad.
Like, it's kind of peppery.
Yeah.
These don't taste hot at all.
No.
Yeah.
They taste like the taste or like the smell of hot mustard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of.
I like it.
Like, I've eaten 4 or 5 of them and okay. This isn't even hot Cheeto hot.
I don't know, man. It's sneaky. It's sneaky.
I got a couple tingles on my tongue.
I've got a lot of tingles right now. Like, not bad tingles, not like, oh my god, I need fucking ice cream to cover it up tingles. But it's just like, wow. That is surprising. Like, it's a sneaker. It's a little ninja. It just came in and just stabbed my tongue with some tingles.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Like, there's a little bit of a smokiness, but it's like, it says on the bag, so hot. And I mean, I'm a big fan of hot and sour soup. I'm a big fan of
there it is.
Asian spicy foods and whatnot. I make a really good Thai chili pepper sauce. Like, it's smoky.
Yeah.
Okay, I get the heartburn factor. Like I get that, like the stomach heat, kind of like Indian food, but not as brutal.
Yep. Oh.
I am so fucking disappointed. I wanted to see you scream.
I actually like it. I could eat this whole bag right now. I'm not going to, but I could.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. Like, I'm gonna wrap most of this up and put whatever's left over in the fridge. I'm gonna wrap up and kind of like keep the snack on.
Yeah.
These, like, I gotta put these Honey Crisps away because me and Jen will sit here and finish them. You want one more?
No. I drank a whole bunch of water, and now I'm just like,
Hey, man, that was pretty good. I liked it. So, be all end all. If you had to give Mortal Kombat a grade, what would you give it?
I give it a solid B plus, A minus.
Yeah, you know, given the fact that they had a lot of fanfare, they definitely panned for the fans. They did a lot of things that were just fans were screaming for years. They had fatalities. They mimicked moves from the video games. They just put it all out there in movie form, and they had the stories. They just put it all together. You know, they had relatively no-name actors in the movie. And
yeah, which actually was big on.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I have to kind of echo. I'll give it a B.
Like a flat B? Because like I said, I give it a B plus, A minus.
I'll give it a B, a flat B.
Okay.
So it wasn't the greatest film, but it was a good film. It's definitely a film worth watching again. The action sequences were great. There's a budding story, which I hope we get a lot more of. So, great potential, fun movie, and I was on the edge of my seat the whole movie. So, a solid B.
But you only give it a solid B. What would you have done to get it that A mark?
Mike Vanek says C minus. Mike, go ahead and place why you put a C minus in the comments. I want to know what you thought. So a solid A. Like, I think we could have gotten, as I kind of mentioned earlier, a little bit more story, maybe another 15, 20 minutes worth of just setting up the tournament even more, or even getting to the tournament. Like, I wouldn't have minded an actual cliffhanger, and we kind of got one, but it was kind of like a loose cliffhanger.
Right, like if they don't make another one, like it leaves a lot unanswered, et cetera, et cetera. But it was, but you wouldn't have minded them like, okay, they're docking it Outworld in the credits roll type shit.
Yeah, kind of thing. And hello, Nikki Savage.
Yeah, what's up, Nikki Savage?
Mortal Kombat was a good time, and I was hoping to be entertained. Mission accomplished. Absolutely.
Thank you. Exactly. Like, I wanted a couple hours of a good time. I got it.
So a long time ago, I went and saw Pacific Rim. Saw it in IMAX, yada yada yada, and seeing Pacific Rim in IMAX was amazing. You know,
oh, I'll bet.
Giant robots and kaijus fighting in a huge IMAX screen. Like, I went to the one in San Francisco at the Metreon, and that is a huge screen, one of the biggest screens. And as the movie ended, a couple individuals that were sitting in front of us were just like, God damn, I can never get those 2 hours back. That was the worst 2 hours of my entire life. How could I can never sit through that again. Like, loudly complaining about how bad this movie was. And the only thing that I could think of in my head is, what the fuck did you expect? The movie previews clearly indicated that this movie was giant monsters fighting giant robots for 2 hours. What did you expect out of that? So, with that story being said, Mortal Kombat, what did you expect? We got martial arts, crazy action. We got blood. We got kills. We got a little bit of convoluted story in between, and we had a little bit of comedy. What else did you expect?
I mean, like I said, the lack of the actual tournament or kind of getting into and exploring Outworld a little bit was kind of bothersome. But all that's assuaged if there's more coming. You know, if there's more coming, I can wait. I don't want to wait another 25 fucking years. But, you know, I like I said, I was thoroughly entertained. I sat down. The opening scene was phenomenal. We'd already all seen that. And the story was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't want it to be... This isn't supposed to be a Great Gatsby. This isn't supposed to be a fucking Titanic. This isn't supposed to be a Joker. This is an action flick. This is the Expendables with Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Like, if you want Kung Fu with a phenomenal story, go watch the TV show Into the Badlands. Like, if you want a rich story and some Kung Fu violence, go watch Into the Badlands. And, you know, it'll take about 40 hours out of your life because it's a series.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just want to be entertained for an hour and 45, just short of 2 hours, dude, Mortal Kombat's your gig. Just have some fun with it. Don't go in there expecting too much, because I didn't. I expected it to be kind of bad yet gory. I loved it. I had a blast the whole way throughout.
Yeah.
Are you ready for our last snack of the night?
Yes, just to say, Mike Vanek says, it couldn't keep my attention on the third attempt watching it now and haven't really paid attention, but I'm working on the blog. So you're doing three things. You're listening to us, you're watching Mortal Kombat, and you're working on a blog. No wonder why it can't keep your attention, because you're not paying attention.
Yeah, man, like, seriously, just go down the boom boom room, get your bong handy, and just smoke and watch. Like, just hang out, smoke and watch it, and enjoy it for the bullshit it is. Like,
It's a solid fantasy kung fu film.
yeah, like, it's not gonna set the world on fire. It's just a good time, you know. Sometimes that's all I want out of a movie. You know, when I watch, you know, a Lord of the Rings, a Harry Potter or something, yeah, I'm looking for a great story. When I watch a Van Damme flick or I throw on Terminator for the upteenth millionth time, man, I'm just trying to see people get fucked up. You know, like, that's what it is.
Yeah, so, all right. So what are we doing for the last one?
connectivity.
Yeah, so what?
The last one is the red bean mochi.
Oh.
Now, the theory behind this was I thought these hot things were actually gonna be hot, and they weren't. So I figured the mochi would be a good way to calm it down. A lot of you are familiar with mochi style ice cream.
I thought it was just ice cream. I didn't know mochi was something else. So it comes in a nice, cute container here.
Oh yeah, it's like a candy style gift set type thing. Okay.
Hey, whatever happened to Lenny?
Well, he did just get a new girlfriend, so if he's got better things to do, my hat's off to him.
All right. Okay, so let's try to open this package. Oh, I touched the mochi. It's really soft.
I cannot open a package today to save my life.
You have trouble with the package?
I'm having trouble holding on to my packages.
Nikki Savage says he couldn't agree more with us. Dig it.
Dig it! And Nikki Savage, we still got to have you back for trivia night one of these nights, my brother. Don't worry. Don't think we forgot.
Yeah.
I just, you know, last game show we had Papa Esco, and if we would have had you and him on together, it'd just be, you know, however long of you guys yelling at each other.
Oh. Looks like they're kind of dusted with confectioner sugar.
Yeah. They're a little weird. They're little white clumps.
I don't know if I like the texture of this.
Yeah, that's a weird texture, man. It's kind of jelly-y.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. I almost dropped it.
Yeah, very pillowy. I'm trying not to squeeze anything out of it.
It doesn't have a smell.
No, it smells like dough.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it smells like if you're a baker and you're slapping dough.
Are we supposed to cook this?
Oh, that's a good question. Are we supposed to cook this? No.
I mean, they're snacks, and you don't have
Yeah, they're snacks.
the ability to cook when it's just a snack, right?
Well, like, I did think there was ramen in here. Okay, you ready?
Ready. All right. So let's check it out. Ah.
I kind of hate it, but I kind of don't.
That's weird. That's really fucking weird.
I don't even know what to say.
This makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with Jen. This kind of makes me uncomfortable. Like,
Huh.
it's very, like, jelly-like.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah.
There's not... It tastes like eating, like, an uncooked biscuit full of refried beans.
The red bean doesn't taste like much of anything to me.
No.
None of it tastes like much of anything. There's a little sugar back
Yeah,
there.
there's just a little bit of sugar dust in the top.
It's the texture. I can't get past the texture.
Are you, like, not eating that?
No, I'm not eating that. What is wrong with this thing today?
I don't know. I might bring some of this to work.
If it was a different flavor, maybe, like inside,
Yeah,
I might be able to deal with it.
like, for whatever reason, I expected the inside to be, like, a sweet.
Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cleanse the palate. Like, it wasn't great, so I'm going to have one of these Whiteheim white hazelnut things again. This is really good. I like these.
Yeah, man, like, the more I eat this, the more I hate it. Like, it's like goo.
Gummy, but not eat.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of gummies, and if, like, this was in a gummy bear bag, like, I would be so pissed off.
It's like one of those Bernie bots or whatever they call them. The Harry Potter.
The Birdie Bots, every flavor beans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I've had those, and some of them are surprisingly accurate. The vomit one, so accurate.
The grass.
Grass.
The grass?
Grass was my favorite.
Yeah, the grass was actually really good. And the pepper one, I won't say I liked it, but it was gnarly.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, everybody in the chat, did any of these snacks entice you to go try some Korean Asian food?
Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. Mm-hmm. So are you Japanese or Chinese?
I'm from Laos.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind. Like, I think 90% of the stuff, like even the spicy chips, like those weren't bad. The red bean mochi was not good.
That was probably my least favorite of the whole pack.
Even though the seaweed?
I like this. I won't say I'll sit there and snack on the seaweed, but like I was telling Brandon, I could cook a pot of rice and get some soy or some teriyaki and just kind of use them like tortillas.
Oh.
Like do like rice wraps with them and be like eating sushi.
That makes sense.
Some crab with a K.
Definitely crab with K.
Hex says that your responses are making him laugh.
Good. Good. That's what I'm here for, man. Like I said, sadly, I look like this, and I don't really bring much to the ballgame besides a good voice and some funny comments.
Oh, stop it. You do, too.
I mean, despite me bragging about my drumming and singing chops earlier, that was just because my feelings are hurt because Rob Calhoun reached out to you and not me.
I'm sure he'll reach out to you, too. So, if you haven't seen it already, go check out Mortal Kombat on HBO Max or in theaters.
Yep.
It is free on HBO Max. They're not pulling that Disney Plus bullshit where they're like, hey, come see this movie that's in theaters and pay $30 to watch it at home.
I get that, though. Now, here's a good question for you. With the advent of Kong vs. Godzilla being debuted on HBO Max like that, and I know there were other movies that they were planning on releasing in theaters that got HBO Max releases, but that was the first, like, monumental... Like, this is the big 2021 start of spring and summer release series that they went that route with. 2 weeks later, they do or 3 weeks, almost a month later, they do Mortal Kombat. Do you think that the home same day as theater is going to become a much more common fare as the world gets back to normal?
I want to say no. the more the world returns to normal is the more normal becomes normal. Does that make sense? Like, they're doing this now, but that's because they still have movie theaters that are closed. Once movie theaters open again, it's going to be, bring it back to theaters.
Justice League was not given the push that these other two were.
And yeah, I have to agree with that.
Like Vanek.
I have to agree.
Like
Vanek is right. Kind of kicking things off with that. But you're right, though. It wasn't given the big push like Kong and Godzilla, like Mortal Kombat. Hell, I'll be a little controversial. They even gave more of a kick to Tom and Jerry than they did Justice League.
Judas and the Black Messiah, I thought got a bigger push.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie on HBO Max I've yet to watch. Looks super interesting though.
Yeah.
But I mean, it got a bigger push. I'm just saying, like, Zack Snyder's Justice League I didn't know it was out till it was out. Like, I've been licking my chops for a year for Kong and Godzilla. I've been licking my chops for a year for Mortal Kombat.
I know superhero movies aren't your thing, but did you watch it?
No, I don't have 4 hours to spare. Straight the fuck up. Like, I was barely able to afford the 2 hours a piece for the two movies that we've covered on here. Like,
yeah, I had to watch it in two settings.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I think the exact opposite, Brandon. I think home to theater is going to become a norm. And here's why. They've been talking about this for a while. Used to, when we were kids, you watched a movie in the theaters. A theater would play it for 2 to 3 months. Mm-hmm. Like they'd have that season where essentially like they had their big couple movies like Jurassic Park played for like 3 months, and then they pulled it, and then it came back for a week or two, and then 2 months after that. So essentially you're talking a 6-month gap between a movie being released in theaters and then it goes away for a while, and then it gets released to VHS in our day.
Oh, dude.
And then,
so just to kind of cut you off a little bit, dude, like the amount of time that would pass before it was released on VHS was insane. So,
like, you'd forget.
I literally remember this because, and I'm sorry, I'm totally taking away from your story, but I have to interject a little bit. Is especially Jurassic Park, like you said, I got to watch Jurassic Park 8 months before it was released in theaters.
Oh, wow. That's badass.
My mom dated some dude who, like, got some copy when he went to Japan and, like, brought it back. And it was hilarious because it was, like, missing, like, a bunch of the scenes. And, like, the movie's, like, 2 hours plus long. And the movie that he brought back was, like, 1 hour and 40 minutes. And, like, it was missing a bunch of scenes. And even a couple scenes were actually dubbed in Japanese.
Did they have American subs, or did you just get Alan Grant speaking Japanese?
No, it was all in Japanese subtitles, but there was just like 2 or 3 short scenes that were dubbed in Japanese.
I got you.
So it was weird.
I saw something similar. I saw something similar with that with Logan. Or maybe it was the Wolverine movie, like not Logan, but Wolverine, where it was there was still green screen. So like when they fell off the radiation tower,
yeah,
dude.
I saw that too.
Like it was still like all in like drawing, like it was hilarious because it's like animated figures, like they're fighting up on a tower and he throws them off, and it's like some kids project where in school they had to fake it, like do a drawing of it. But Vanek said they've announced this is going to be a regular thing. And not to diss on your sources, Vanek, but as I was saying, and then with the advent of DVD, movies would be in a theater and they would run in theaters for 2-3 months tops, mm-hmm. and not even settle in a theater. Like it would get to the point to where like you would have to find a theater that still had it. Like the crappy theaters might have it now, mm-hmm. because it's no longer the hot movie. and then it would be on DVD within a month, maybe 2. So as we've gone along, it's just gotten a lot shorter. And there are a lot of people, like my mom would never go to theaters because, like me, my mother's a chain smoker, and she would literally, it was tough for her to sit for 2.5 hours and not have a cigarette. Like, she'd want to get up and go outside and have a cigarette and, waste money going to the movies. I'm not that bad with it. Like, I know I chain smoke on the show, but that's just because I sit in an environment where I can. Like, I don't sit here and smoke 5-6 cigarettes in an hour and a half while I'm at work. I don't do it when I watch a movie. I don't do it when I'm with my kid. So, that all being said, like, I think that there's a good contingent of people who won't go to the theater, being as they can't either afford it in the budget or don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. So they'd rather just catch it at home. So I think that's going to become more of an option now because a lot of people are more homebodies.
Indeed. Hex says that my dad says if it's bad, it goes straight to DVD, and I have to disagree with that. So it all depends on the studio that films the movie. It all depends on what kind of budget they have. Like, just because a movie is low budget doesn't mean it is bad.
And just because a movie's high budget doesn't mean it's good.
Absolutely, dude.
And just because a movie gets thrown out into theaters doesn't mean it's great. I mean, we've seen some major flops.
We're talking about Jurassic Park. What about Jurassic World? It wasn't.
Jurassic World was fucking pimp sauce, dude. What's your beef?
I don't know.
The second one was a little tough, but the first one was fucking pimp sauce, dude.
That's what I mean. The second one.
Okay.
The second one was a little hard to digest. Yeah, so just to say that, like, I disagree with that. Not low budget, bad ratings. I mean, some of my favorite movies have bad ratings, so.
Yeah. One of the movies that I thought in my childhood, we talked about Jurassic Park. At the same time, Last Action Hero hit theaters. And so many people bashed on Last Action Hero. Like, just how it was such a shitty movie, and it was blah, blah, blah. And I didn't get to see it in theaters, which kind of sucked because being as it's based on going to the movies, I feel that's part of the magic of that movie. But I fucking adored that movie in every sense of the word. The soundtrack, the cheesiness, the fact that they acknowledged it was supposed to be crappy throughout the whole thing. And it was so poorly rated. Like, the critics just raked it over the coals. Like they would have done with Mortal Kombat back, in today's world, too.
And Mortal Kombat, the 1995 film, got bad ratings. It was universally panned, but it's still a cult classic today.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a bad movie. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I mean,
don't get me wrong, but it's not a good movie.
No, like. Let's just talk about the 95 Mortal Kombat just for a second here. So, they did things in that movie that made sense, and they did things in that movie that were just like, why? Like, they
What's an example?
So, like, they seem to build up this whole thing around Liu Kang, and he's the chosen one. And then at the very end of the movie, he throws this like weak Kamehameha, like fireball, and it's like, oh, that's it. That's what he gets. It's like, oh, all right. Like it was weak sauce. Like there could have been so much more they could have done with that.
Outside of the existential ninjas, they really strayed away from the magic and the supernatural abilities in the 95 movie.
Agreed.
Like they totally did. Like, Sonya Blade didn't oh, dude, her little fireball thing that she did in the new one was so sick. Her fatality on Melina, where she blew a hole through her and you could see her spine.
Yeah, the 95. Oh, that's one thing they totally botched in the 95 Mortal Kombat. Sonya Blade, she always did a Frankensteiner. But in the movie, she went up to do a Frankensteiner, and then they just flopped onto their side. I was like, what?
Well, it was basically a head scissors takedown, but I get what you're saying. Like, she could have actually flipped him.
Yeah.
instead of just, you know, hooking his neck with her legs and then dragging him to the ground.
Yeah, weak sauce.
I think what it was they were really trying more so than not for realism. I think they were trying to make it more of a realistic fighting movie. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, I disagree with it. I don't think it was necessary. But I get your point why you'd be disappointed with that. Now, do you think she botched it and they just kept, like, she couldn't pull it off, or Kano couldn't pull it off? Or do you think, like, they just decided, no, that's not real. We're going to go ahead and just have her drag him down?
I think that one. Because it wouldn't have been too hard. Like, I guarantee you, I could do a Frankensteiner on somebody. That would be fun to watch, but I could probably do it. So, for a very athletic woman and a dude who looked like he was in decent shape, I mean, yeah.
All right, Brandon, I'm challenging you. Next time we're in person, if you can hop up and we will have my wife filming this, maybe live, maybe pre-recorded, so I can give you a couple takes. Hey, Frank, you can do the Sonya Blade, like, head scissor flip on me.
Okay, we will try it.
Like I will be your Kano.
I mean, it's gonna look like a big whale trying to jump up out of the water, but this is gonna be fun to see.
Well, I mean, you were the only one of us three that botched the handstand.
Dude, I have no room in my space here. I couldn't do fucking anything.
Dude, you could have done it up against the bed.
I got no room to move, man.
Oh, bullshit. Like, I did it with about the same room between my table and the wall. and kicked up my... Okay, Mike, you're right. Sonya doesn't do a Frankensteiner. It's more like the Rey Mysterio head scissor.
Yeah.
Like where he handstands, grabs the back of the head, and then pulls him down. And then Sonya Blade lands on her feet. You don't even have to land on your feet. Like,
I'm afraid I'm just gonna hurt you.
Oh, Mike Bannock said he'll put money that you can't do a Frankensteiner.
Man. Well, how about this? Let's start with a handstand, and we'll go from there.
And we'll work our way up to the Frankensteiner. I was going to say, right now, I've been the one showing off the athletics. I mean, let's not forget, there's a picture floating around of me with my twin brother Dave up on my shoulders while we were playing that set the other night.
Yeah. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I may be able to play drums for 2 hours and perform for 2 straight hours while singing, but I'll tell you this. I'm not very athletic, so it's going to be fun.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was actually surprised I was able to hold up Dave Bell. Believe it or not, he weighs more than I do now.
Yeah, I can see that. It's all in his junk.
Well, right. Yeah, like that was the heaviest part was on the back of my head with him in that thong.
So,
his package pushed me down.
Mr. Lunchbox, how did it feel to have a dick and testicles rubbed up against the back of your head? Tell us all.
There was a barrier. There was a barrier. Like there was a barrier. That's just like if he was wearing a pair of shorts, like swim trunks or whatever. When you're what's the fucking word? Chicken fighting in the pool.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. Like, I know generally you try to have girls up on your shoulders to do it, but that was essentially what the same theory. I brought out the blood drum for Jenna's birthday, and I looked over and he was standing on my drum. And I was just like, and I've been asking him for like years, hey man, one of these days, let me just pick you up on my shoulders and run around since you got the wireless and everything. And he was always just like, no, you're going to drop me. You're going to drop me. You're going to drop me. Well, I was back behind my normal kit and I spun around and I see Dave Bell up on my drum. So I just, fuck it, and so I ran up, just picked him up on my shoulders and he was horrified. Oh God. Like he fucking, like he stopped playing for a second, kind of grabbed onto me and I was like, don't trip, dude. And as you can see in the video that I posted today, I just kind of walked around rocking out and I held him up there for a good 30, 40 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Good job.
It wasn't hard. Oh, no, Mike Vannick, he wants a Frankensteiner. Like I said, to be fair, he is talking about the Sonya Blade handstand scissor flip, but, like, I tried to correct him before he got too far. I really did.
Hey, man, if we're honestly, if we got into like a wrestling ring and I was able to like, get on a top rope and Frankenstein someone from there, I could probably do that. But standing on my hands and pulling someone over, I don't know, man. Maybe.
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 All right, Brandon, let's pay some bills and get the fuck up on out of here.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard the name enough, go check out Mr. Mike Vanek himself. Let me pull this picture up a little bit. So,
It's up in the corner over there, too, if you hadn't noticed.
yeah, so let's...
Wait, the corner.
Yeah, I'm working on this.
I was right the first time.
All right, so check it out. So, if you are a band, if you are an artist, if you are somebody who does something, Mr. Mike Vanek, he likes to blog about it. He likes to put the articles up there. He likes to write about you and make you look good. He also does artist promotion and booking services. So go check out Mr. Mike Vanek Sucks. He's not Mr. He is Mike Vanek Sucks. Go ahead and text METAL to 865-824-6427 or send him an email at MikeVanekSucks, SUCKS, at yahoo.com, and go find him on Facebook at facebook.com/MikeVanekSucks, SUX. All right.
Next and first sponsor.
All right. So, if you have money problems or you need to learn how to use the stock market or Dogecoin, whatever you call it, check out this lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you wish you had enough money to just buy yourself an Asian snack box from across the world and eat it on air in front of your friends like your boys, the boss in the box, do? Well, no problem. For our tips on how to be that well off in life, contact Leilani Mosinske, financial professional. That is Leilonimisonk. Brandon, you always put that up in the top where I can't read her last name.
Mosinske.
Yes, well, I usually spell it out because that is not a normal, last name like Blacker. There we go. That is LeilonimosiNske, financial professional. You can call her at 510-571-7215, or you can email her at Leilani. That is once again leiloni.wfg@gmail.com. License number 0M14654. You can check out her website at www.wfgconnects.com/LeilaniM. She will teach you the rules of money, tax-free retirement, asset protection, college planning, principal protection, legacy planning, recession-proof industry, home-based income, small business exit strategy, how to increase your cash flow, and estate preservation. She offers free financial education class and statement breakdowns, and for a limited time, she is currently offering a free financial consultation and plan. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to learn how to be better than me, contact Leilani Mosinske, first official sponsor of Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box.
That's right. And also, if you love beautiful ladies, go check out the Bungalow Bunnies Burlesque Troupe from the Central Valley. Basically, if you have a party, you need some amazing girls who do some amazing dance acts and will just thoroughly entertain you for hours on end. Go check out the Bungalow Bunnies Burlesque Troupe from the Central Valley. You can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Bungalow Bunnies Burlesque. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them about this little green thing in the corner here.
Ladies and gentlemen, were you unable to join us tonight live? That's okay. We have a solution for your problems. You can hear us every Saturday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I almost said specific Standard Time. I guess it is the specific Pacific Standard Time on Gun Music Radio, Independent West Coast Underground, or on Radio King. All you need to do is go to your little browser and type in www.radioking.com/radio/gun. That is GUNN Music Radio. Also follow them for many more podcasts, all your favorite metal music, and all the fun from our boy Coy that was nice enough to sign us and send us not only nationally, but internationally. And I raise my recently opened beer to you, Coy.
Hey, and also, don't forget, we do take donations, so if you want that amazing shout out on this podcast, go ahead and send a Venmo donation to Boss and the Box on Venmo. So you want a shout out, you want promotion, you want your name said on this podcast, go ahead and send a Venmo donation to Boss and the Box.
And if you include your phone number, I will call you and read you the bedtime story at my closest disposal in whatever crazy voice comes to mind at the moment.
So does that mean if I send you a Venmo right now, you're going to call me and do that?
Yes.
All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for episode 109 of Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box, where we tried stuff and talked about Mortal Kombat. You can find me on Instagram at @TheRealBrandonBlacker, and you can find my band Suburban Paranoia on all social media platforms and streaming services. Just type in Suburban Paranoia, and don't forget, I have another little band I'm working on that they've been around for a little while. Mr. Dave Lunchbox over here frequents it every once in a while too. This band is called Giving the Devil His Due. And you can also find them on Facebook at facebook.com/GTDHD.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were done with that. So, once again, I'm your boy, Lunchbox. You can find me on Instagram at The Almighty Lunchbox. You can find me on Twitter at Loser Lunchbox. You can find my band, Nothing But Losers, on Facebook, Nothing But Losers on Instagram, and Nothing But Loser, that is no S, on Twitter. But most importantly, where can you listen to this show? You can listen to this show you can like us on Facebook, and make sure you join the Talking Shop with the Boss and Box Facebook discussion group, where we shitpost all the bullshit that you want to hear about, the bullshit that we all bullshit about every Monday night. You can find us on Instagram at Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box. You can find us at Twitter at shop_talking. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and share that bitch. That is Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box, where we share the Boss Reacts, Monday Motivations, and of course every single episode of this show. But most importantly, you can join us right here live on Facebook every single Monday night to see our smiling faces and hear our golden voices at Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And next week we hit episode 110, where we'll announce what we're doing later.
That's right. And don't forget, October 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, the Aftershock Festival at Discovery Park in Sacramento. Go to aftershockfestival.com, get your tickets, get your passes. They still have, don't let them fool you, they are not completely sold out. But man, they are filling up. So go to aftershockfestival.com, get your passes, go see Metallica, go see Rancid, go see Volbeat, and most importantly, go see the reunion of Mudvayne.
Is that what you're most excited
Oh,
for?
hell yeah, man. Like I said last week, I've personally seen most of the bands on this festival, but I have never seen Mudvayne live.
I've seen Mudvayne live once, maybe twice. I saw them at Ozfest 2001. I remember that. I feel like they were on something else I went to. I am most looking forward to Rise Against, believe it or not.
They're great live, too.
Yeah, you know what? They're just too damn good. While I uprooted that stupid pomegranate tree today, I spun their whole Endgame album. Took me a whole Rise Against album to pull that thing out the ground, Brandon.
I love Siren Songs of the Counterculture. That's my favorite Rise Against album.
Solid band, dude. Appeal to Reason was probably my favorite before today. Now I got to think about it.
Man. Also, Kill Switch Engage, Body Count with Ice-T, Anthrax, Thursday, Atreyu, Butcher Babies, Live, Seether, Volbeat, you name it.
We're not even going to talk about Thursday because Brandon and I didn't get tickets to that.
I know. So I meant the band Thursday. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and tune in next week. Same time, same channel, 8 p.m. You know where to find us.
See you next week.
Good night, everybody.